Hello, it's Emma Mills here, and welcome to episode 162 of my TV. And in this week's episode, I am going to help you to avoid the massive time drain that I know is coming your way, is heading straight into your inbox and calendar. As we open back up to the original normal, as events happen, as people start meeting in person again, as business events, networking events, they all start flooding into your inbox. And I am just very aware that probably a lot of people have had a lot more time with maybe Zooms and online things, but they've probably had a little bit more time, and now it's going to be quite exciting because there are lots of events happening, lots of things to meet people again. And I don't deny that that is an amazing thing to do. My business has been built on meeting lots of people at these events, but a friend of mine, quick story, I know you like a story, a friend of mine who has their own business, and we're a member of a similar like networking type organization. And my this particular friend is, I would definitely call, down in the dirt in their business. They're not up in the clouds. They're not looking at the strategy. They're not looking at the way forward. They're not free to think properly in their business because they're very much down in there and constantly like treading water. Don't really feel like they're getting much further. Feels quite painful. Busy, don't get me wrong. Lots of customers coming their way. But the delivery of it and what's going on in the business is like a constant hamster wheel of, coming up for air and trying to get stuff done. And this friend of mine, she said that we were talking about going somewhere the other week, and she said to me that she'd booked onto I think it was a 3-day event that she was travelling to in London, and it was a business event. And then, so we were talking about that, and then she alluded to something else that she had booked in, which was more like learning for her, and, going to meet people there. There was like some speakers and things. And as we chatted more, there were a couple of other these events that she talked about that she had booked in, and I was sat there thinking, now I love these events, don't get me wrong. If there has been a business event going, I've probably been there and upgraded to the VIP ticket, but there comes a point when I know that ultimately what I should be doing is some of the real groundwork to elevate me so I can go and spend my time and not come back to a million emails and not have things go wrong while I'm out of the office and not go to an event. And whilst I'm not knocking the potential, the other benefits of going and meeting people and, I'm not knocking any of that. I said to my friend, do you think actually it might be a better use of time if you don't go to the event and actually you just booked those 3 days out of your calendar and had them in the office without any meetings, without any distractions, and actually looked at some of the stuff we know you need to get done? Because, she's my friend, I can be frank, and we talked about lots of things that were kind of not quite going right. They didn't have processes behind stuff. Some people weren't trained on things. And Cassella she wasn't that keen on my suggestion at first, but ultimately the more that we talked about it, she agreed that actually maybe she wouldn't attend the whole thing, and the time that she'd booked out, she would actually spend in her office without distraction, without booking calls and having internal meetings, but actually the time she was going to be somewhere else, spend it in the office and actually work on some things that were going to move the business forwards, get stuff done when she isn't there, processes that needed creating, job descriptions that didn't even exist, like the actual things that make the difference. And while I'm frank with my friend, I talk to lots of business owners, especially clients, who are so busy, but there's obviously this good busy and this bad busy, and that bad busy is when you never ever get out of the weeds and where you are. And when you're in that place, don't have the distraction that's going to be coming your way very soon of events and things to book in and things as a distraction to, you'll learn stuff, I know, but what happens in these situations is you go and learn stuff and you never ever implement it, because as soon as you get back, you're straight into the cogs turning, all of the stuff happening in your business. And what is the really smart thing to do is definitely book time out of your business, but make sure that you're working on the right things. If you want any help to ever find out what the right things are to be working on, or, there'll always be that 80-20 rule. There'll be something in your business that can impact a massive part of your day, that can give you time back, that can make you feel less stressed, that can make you know that things are going well, or service is being delivered well, or people are doing what they say they should. And for me, that is a much better use of time. And it makes me just want to shake people by the shoulders when I can see that they are going and doing stuff and getting the train here and being busy and doing things, when actually they would have a much better business life. I talk so much about enjoying your business, focusing on the fun stuff, because business definitely doesn't have to be hard every single day, all of the time, trying to keep on top of your to-do list. It doesn't have to be like that. If you want any help on finding out how to do that, what that looks like, then hit reply, drop me a comment, and we can book a call. Because if you have your calendar jam-packed with stuff, there is never any time to do the really good, meaningful stuff. And really good businesses that you will enjoy running are only built on doing the important foundation, meaningful stuff. I hope this helps you to get your head out of the dirt and into the clouds, that you choose carefully what invites you reply to, and you book in the meaningful time in your diary. I'll speak to you next week in episode 163. See you then. Bye-bye.